just was starting to cook and I was like, oh, I should record. Might as well while I'm here. Look at that. Sweet potatoes. So I found, my dad got this cookbook from a friend of his. And I am certainly no vegan, the amount of chicken I eat. But had some interesting recipes in it. I am doing this one called Uncle Don's Double Roasted Mustard Greens and Roasted Yam Soup. It has in it the following ingredients: yam, olive oil, salt, stock, mustard greens, mustard seeds, garlic, apple cider vinegar, white pepper. So I think I have most of those things, and I'm going to see about cooking it. Again, I think I'm just like in happy mode because I get to be home with food I want to eat. Sweet potatoes are one of those good carbs that we can, let me speak for myself, that I can readily eat. And so I'm very excited to be having them and not bread or some other sugary something that's not gonna help me meet my goals. So yeah, I like greens a lot. I don't know, when I was a kid, we had them, of course. I'm an African-American woman. Oh, there's a light behind my head. Yeah, so of course we had them, but they were good, but they weren't like my favorite thing when I was a kid. But as I've gotten older, I really have come to enjoy the bitter greens. I don't think my camera on my computer is going to allow me to show me and the cutting up of the vegetables. Let me push it back. Maybe that'll... Nope. Lift it up. On this amplifier of my husband's. Still no. Can't see all of us at once, so I guess you have to look at my gorgeousness and not the actual chopping at hand. So I need to, actually, I'm gonna run out in a minute. But the first thing is preheat oven to 475, toss yams in a tablespoon of the olive oil and some salt. Transfer them to a baking dish and roast for an hour, stirring every 15 minutes until they crisp on the edges. Bring the stock to a boil while the yams are cooking over high heat. Add the mustard greens. Cook 4 to 6 minutes until softened. Remove from heat. Drain the stock into a bowl and set aside. Put the greens in a colander. Mix up basically the rest of the ingredients. Saute them up. Toss in the greens. Add some salt. Saute them about 3 minutes. Add the stock back into the saucepan. Set aside. When the yams are done, throw those in. Bring it to a boil. Cook 25 more minutes. It's a lot of steps, but I'm actually planning on doing it in a few easier steps. I'm planning on roasting. I don't think I'll be stirring the yams because I'm going to stick their little butts in the oven and put it on time cook while I go pick my kid up from daycare. And I might boil the greens while I'm putting those in. And I'm using frozen greens because they're way easier and I don't have to wash them, which is always a pain in the butt. So that's what I'm going to do. I will cook it up, and when I'm done, I'll show you what it looks like. Bye. While I'm waiting for the water to boil and the yams to roast, almonds and cashews, my little snack, 5 o'clock snack. So what's up with you guys? Send me some more emails. I want to hear how you're doing. I'm so excited when people are telling me about the weight they're losing and the problems they're having. I'm not excited about your problems, but I'm glad you're sharing them with me. Let's go look at it's not that exciting. I'm actually using a toaster oven, which is one of my very favorite things to cook with. So easy. Can you see it? The dirty underside of my stove. Yuck. The toaster oven. The yams are in there. I don't have any fancy vegan stock, so I'm using bouillon cubes and water. And that's the state of things so far. See you in a little while. So I also mentioned chicken. Excuse me. Hi. Hello. So I also mentioned chicken, and this is how we do it. Chicken in bag. Thank you. Chicken tenders are on sale. I pour, you cannot see it, but it's in there. I pour my own marinade in there, throw it back in the freezer for a bit. I'm going to throw it in a pan, and because I'm leaving, I'm putting it on timer. Oops, hello, there you go. Put it on timer cook to cook for 15 minutes. So I did that before. I usually overcook chicken. It's usually quite tough. But I figured out if you read the directions, they actually tell you what to do. So I'm going to cook it, put it in the oven, and it'll cook longer than 15 because I won't be here to get it out exactly 15 minutes. But I got the chicken going, the greens are boiling, the yams, I actually did have time to turn them once, are roasting, so yummy. I think the kid's not going to eat this, but maybe he will. Fingers crossed, we'll see. Hi. Okay, so let's take another little tour around. I got the greens in the pot. Oops. There they are, ready to boil up. Sweet potatoes are still in the, make it even so you don't get too car sick. Toaster oven cooking. And we're walking. Here's my fridge. So here is a picture of me about a month after I had my son. Bum, bum, bum. A picture of me when I was about 8 years old. There's a nice s10c Chronicles fridge magnet. And the diet original documentation from Dwayne way back when he gave me my original marching orders about carb cycling. Protein, vegetables, condiments, drinks, snacks, and carbs. Red, caution. And then the good old magnet. Put on your big girl panties and deal with it. That's my motto. Then over here we've got my daily diet on a workout day. That's basically what I'm going to eat. I don't know if you can see it all. I'm like, hard to angle a computer in reverse. But anyway, I got it written up there. Each of the days, workout day, rest day, high carb day, and verses for eating mindfully from my teacher, Thai Thich Nhat Hanh. Looking at your plate, looking at your empty plate. My plate, empty now, will soon be filled with precious food. So, something to think about when you're getting ready to eat. That's it for now. So before my computer so rudely just shut itself off, I was putting the stock in, the greens. So I did everything basically. The stock is in, the yams are in, it's simmering, the chicken is in the oven, and I am out the door actually to go get my kid. So peace out. You can see me when I'm eating it later. Bye. Yum. Greens and chicken dinner.